should be live if everything went according to plan. So thank you everyone for dealing with our tech goblins. We had a little bit of an issue getting everything set up, so thank you so much for bearing with us. We very much appreciate you hanging out, but we made it, and we're here, and we're ready to be magical together. So we're super, super excited. Of course.
We did it, team!
So it looks like we froze, or that might be my internet.
It might just be your end.
Yeah.
I see us moving.
Perfect, so I'm just going to close mine down, because it's just going to make me upset. So, hello everybody! Welcome to Unprepared! I am Megan, and I am unprepared. Usually. And today we are playing Keepers of the Cards by the amazing Jammy of Sword Queen Games. They are wonderful. This is a amazing Descended from the Queen game based on one of my favorite GMless games for the Queen, and it is inspired by Cardcaptor Sakura. And I am so excited to be here with these wonderful people. So I am Megan, this is my show. I'm very happy to have all of you here in the chat, and especially my lovely players. I'm going to be playing Cammy, who is a magical girl who uses she, her pronouns. And we're just gonna pass it around the bend, and then we'll get the game started. So I'll throw it on over to Sam.
Hey everyone, I am Sam, and I'm going to be playing Drew, and we both go by they, them pronouns. And then underneath me, I'll just keep going down for Jess.
It's me! Hi, I'm Jess, but today I'm Mika, and Jess uses she, they pronouns, but Mika is she, her.
And last but not least...
Hi, I'm Eris Savad here. I go she, her, and today I'm playing Olivia, who also goes by she and...
Perfect. An absolutely magical group of people to play this magical game. I'm so excited that you're all here. So we're just gonna jump right into it with the first part of the game, which is probably my favorite part of For the Queen, and therefore of Descended from the Queen games, is reading the instructions. One of the coolest things about GMless games in general is that they're really easy to just pick up and play, and with a game that literally has the instructions as the first step of play, make things even easier. So we're going to go around and read the instructions and then jump on into the game. So we'll go around in the same order and I'll start. So the instructions to play. Gather as friends or would-be friends. We take turns reading these instructions out loud.
We're just going around in the same order,
yeah,
right?
Yep.
All right. We are children made of magic and hope. How we came to wield this magic may be different per child, but we all bear the responsibility of it.
The magician left their mark on our world, and through their legacy, they created a powerful deck of cards. Each card houses a creature of pure magic, potential, and wonder.
When we discovered the deck, hidden away all these years, it came to life. The creatures escaped and are hidden away in a world that may or may not believe in magic. This world certainly doesn't believe in children.
We must seek out these creatures, convince them through force, charm, or magic to return to the deck.
Go through the magician cards or major arcana cards. Choose a card or pick one at random. This magician will establish truths of magic and your world, so make sure everyone is excited about this. Answer the questions.
Go through the creature cards, or major arcana cards again, and choose 1 to 3 cards. This will establish the truths of the magic of the creatures you seek to recapture. Once again, make sure everyone is happy about the tone of the story thus far.
Have each player shuffle the prompt deck, or tarot deck, major arcana cards removed, thoroughly, and place said deck within easy reach of everyone in the group.
After the deck is set within reach of everyone, place the final question card, or the Wheel of Fortune major arcana card, somewhere in the bottom third of the deck. The final question asks, will you free the creatures of magic, or will you claim this deck and power for yourself?
Once all the instructions have been read aloud, play begins. Going clockwise, take turns drawing a prompt card and reading the text out loud. Answer intuitively, answer honestly, and weave your story.
Other players may ask follow-up questions on your turn, but it is up to you whether you answer them.
Place the X card somewhere where everyone can easily reach it. If you are using the tarot, you can use the Magician as the X card.
So there's our X card. Boom. If you encounter a card, an answer, or other content you don't want to be included in the game, tap the X card. The content is removed from the game.
If your card or answer is removed with the X card, simply draw another card. You can X a card you drew yourself.
Alternatively, you can pass a prompt or tarot card you drew on your turn to another player, asking, what would be your answer? Once the prompt is answered, the turn goes back to the person who originally drew the card.
This process can be repeated until either the question is answered by another player, the question is left unanswered by the entire group, or until someone applies the X card to it.
Continue answering, passing, and X-carding prompts until the final question or Wheel of Fortune card is drawn.
Each player should answer that question in turn and narrate an epilogue for their respective characters as the game ends.
Whoever last watched a cartoon draws the prompt card first. I love that.
Oh my gosh. I was literally binging Cardcaptor Sakura today, like right before this.
I think it might be you then.
I think that might be you. So
Definitely not me.
It's not me either.
I love cartoons.
I love cartoons too. I was watching cartoons yesterday, but you beat me. So we'll start with, let me just shuffle these decks. So our X card's right here in the middle. You can ping it, should you need to.
Hold down the left to, like, make those circles up here.
Boom. So,
I changed my color.
So anything that we don't want, we can just X card, and the X card, it doesn't have to be, this is a line or a veil for me. It could just be, I don't think this fits with the tone of our story. You don't need a reason to. If you want to X-card it, we just X-card it, and there it goes, and we move on. So we'll start with the Magician. So Sam, if you want to draw the Magician that's the very top deck.
The Magician card.
And play it right in the middle, and we'll
just
see what
one,
our
right?
Yep, just one for the Magician.
Okay. Ooh, come on. Come on. There we go. Okay.
Ooh.
Can I make it bigger? I don't think I can.
I can make it.
If you just click Z, like click on the card and then hit Z, you will personally see it zoomed in for your visibility.
Nice.
Yeah, it's a good accessibility tool.
That is good to know.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
I honestly forgot for a second that I wasn't teching, and I was like, I need to make this bigger so the audience can see it.
That's pretty big on screen.
So our Magician. So the Magician was a being created by magic. There will never be another like them. They wielded magic as an end, as a beginning. They were strange and beyond knowing. Their existence weakened magic itself. Why does the world of magic seek to create another like this Magician? So yeah.
How do we answer? Is it like a clockwise thing? Or?
Nope. This is just kind of, we all talk it out and just kind of set up. This is, so the Magician this is who we have inherited our magic from. So this is setting the tone of, like, the magic as a whole.
I mean, my instinct is just a sense of balance, I guess. If this is an entity that literally harms magic, and that's some natural force in this world, maybe that's like,
some
I
dark
don't know.
and light, light stuff. So there's one, so now they want to make another one.
Yeah,
Maybe.
That's interesting.
Just that, like you said, like maybe there are people who think that there always needs to be a magician, and the fact that there isn't one in the world right now feels like the world is lacking something important.
Ooh.
That's good.
I like that.
Yeah, like, even though by them existing, magic was weakened. Like, there needs to be one.
Like an arcane dread pirate Roberts, there
Yeah.
must always be one.
Yes. Yes,
What if-
please.
What if, because you said, because it says that just them being in the world, their existence weakened magic itself, what if every time a new magician comes, magic is weakened again?
Ooh.
That's interesting.
That's
like,
just a proposal.
like
No one has
like
to take
if
Just
magic
throwing
is
that out there.
if magic is like somewhat of a finite resource, that like magic is taken from the overall magic to like create this magician, because like they're a construct of some sort, so like they're taking part of.
In order to make the magician, you have to take bits of the light and bits of the dark from the existing and weave them together.
Yeah, maybe that weakens magic because you're weaving the darkness in with something that's like inherently light, and that weakens the magic that way, because you need to have like two sides of everything.
I like it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
I
like
like
the
that.
idea that like you said, that there's a balance to them. There's a good and a dark that needs to be there, and like magic almost kind of doesn't exist in the world without them there, but every time they come out, the overall magic is weakened. Like
Like it.
it's a give and a
Yeah.
take.
Oh, I like that. That's really good.
Right.
All right.
Like the
So-
cost of magic is like you're weakening it further, kind
Yeah.
of. Like, I like that a lot.
Like, you need a magician so that there is balance in the magic, but in order to like have that balance, that costs something.
I love it.
Is very interesting. All right, so then the rest of us, so we will draw. So the next deck down, let me hide the magician's deck. So the next deck is the creature deck. So the remaining three of us, we will each choose one card, and that is the kind of creatures that we are trying to recapture back into this deck of cards that they came out of. So Jess, go ahead and pull the first creature. Let's see.
I love the action of drawing cards out of here, can I just say? Yep.
It's very satisfying.
This is
Sorry.
really cool.
Ooh, yes.
Sorry, I'm just excited
And
because
these
we had
cards,
this one before. I love
and these
this.
cards are just so gorgeous.
They're
Jammy's
so
Jammy's
beautiful.
games are just oh my, devastatingly
This is
gorgeous.
really beautiful,
So,
honestly.
Yeah, all of
I'm
Jammy's
all about
stuff
this.
has such
just-
a clear aesthetic. Go
it-
out and just look at all of
Just
them.
go look at it.
And then
It's
also buy them.
and then
but
buy
first
them.
go out and
Yeah.
look at them. You'll see. But sorry, I drew the creatures we must recapture are elementals. They are aspects of the earth, sea, and sky imbued with the purest magic.
Oh, that's fun.
That's really fitting.
Mm.
Especially if we're gonna weave another magician, we're gonna need a little bit of everything, aren't we?
Oh
Yes, it's the balance. The creatures themselves are in line with that sort of. I wonder if you almost need to you need a little bit of every element, right? You need a little
Yeah.
bit of.
Like, are we trying to like recapture these creatures so that they can make another magician? Like
Ooh.
like that.
they can't make another magician until like we have these magical creatures like under control.
We have to
I
complete
like
the
that.
set.
Yeah, right. All right, Eris,
Right.
go ahead and pull the next one.
Well, because, like, maybe these creatures being loose is part of that balance being upset, too, you know?
Yeah.
I've been watching a lot of Avatar, too, so I'm also all about balance shit right now.
Is this? How do you put
You
it on the thing?
You should be able to, if you click on it and just drag it, it should.
I think you can drag and drop it.
Or let me
won't
see. I
let
can
me-
here. I'll
I
steal it. I'm stealing it from
There
you.
we go.
Steal it!
Yep, let it go.
I'm stealing it.
You
Here
can
we go.
have it.
All right,
Thank
there
you.
go.
The creatures we must recapture are Fey creatures taken from the Feylands. They mean to help, but cause mischief and mayhem.
Oh, so exciting.
We're all just like, eee!
This couldn't be a better group to be trying to capture fake creatures
Right?
with. Oh my goodness.
Fairies
cards
and
they
elementals,
knew,
oh
they-
my.
All of
The
us
cards.
being, yep,
Cards are perfect.
all of us
Cards
being
knew.
fake creatures ourselves. This scene is incredibly apropos. So we've got
They-
elementals and we've got some fae. Ooh, very fun.
They
All right.
certainly picked the right magic users for the job, didn't they?
Oh yeah.
Really?
All right, and our last one. Ooh, the creatures we must recapture are angelic beings. They are creatures of song and light, dance, and prayer.
Oh.
So we got
that's-
all sorts of stuff.
I love it. That's so cool.
So knowing our magician and knowing our creatures, we will use that to shape the story we tell as we answer our prompts. So let me hide the magician deck again, or hide the creatures deck, and now we just have the prompt deck. Let me give that a shuffle. And we
We're
will
magical girl avatars, yo.
Yes. And at one point during this game, everybody does need to describe their magical transformation sequence. That is a mandatory part of the game. I don't make the rules, except I did make that rule.
That's a good rule.
It
It
really
encourages
is.
that.
It encourages,
But Megan has made it mandatory.
but I have decided that it's now mandatory.
Yeah.
I support
So-
this.
Yep.
So it can come at any point in the game, depending on what the prompts lead. So in the back of your mind, think about what kind of magical transformation sequence you have. I mean, I'd be lying if I said I haven't been thinking about mine since this morning, but it's all right.
Wait, I thought we were supposed to go in unprepared. Am I the only one that followed that rule?
No,
Damn it,
no.
Megan.
I'm here with you.
So
No, me
I'm
too.
always at least like
I'm-
70% thinking about what my magical girl transformation
That's
sequence
fair.
would be.
That's
So
fair.
I just kind of pull from that.
All right.
So Sam, if you want to pull the first prompt, and
I'm gonna have to say, hold on just a second, because I need to get something that's relevant.
Ooh.
Ooh.
and I'm gonna
I know, I feel like I should have, like, brought my Sailor Moon shit out.
I literally like.
I know.
Have
I wore.
this,
You
like,
can't see it. I'm wearing my
flower crown here.
my
I'm like,
Ace Magical Girl shirt.
yes.
Ah,
Ah.
that's excellent.
I say I
Oh,
got yeah. I got
Jess,
my.
I adore you.
It doesn't fit over my headphones, but I want to.
It's fine. It's like I
This is
I
great.
put in my fun buns and I've got my Magical Girl
Yeah.
shirt on. So
I love your
Trying-
fun buns.
The shirt is also perfect. It's literally a transforming girl shirt. It's
yes, it
perfect.
is.
It's so good.
All right. So now we're gonna really get down to it. So Sam, you get to draw the first prompt, and you can. Oh, actually,
Cool.
I made a discard pile. I don't know why I'm like trying to put these cards like off to the side when we literally have a discard pile. So yeah, you can draw your prompt and stick it over,
Okay.
and we'll see what's going on.
Come on, card. Work with me here.
I'm like trying to think if I have a flower crown within reach, but I
Let's
don't.
see. This creature is aggressive and refuses to back down. How does another keeper help you soothe their hearts?
Aw.
Ooh. So is it like I describe it, or?
Yeah, so you kind of tell the story of you encountering this creature and which of us helped you capture it, helped you soothe it.
Okay. Let's see. An aggressive creature that refuses to back down. I'm gonna say that at our school, summer beach event party, there was an attack of some sort of fire elemental creature that grew out of the bonfire. And I'm trying to remember everybody's names. I'm gonna say Mika came to Drew's aid as we tried to get it under control. Let's see. I don't know. Mika, how would you help me soothe its heart, I guess?
It did say that they were creatures of song and light and dance.
Mm-hmm.
So I wonder if we almost soothed it with a song or something, if everyone goes running screaming. It's like a beach party, like you said, and people are on the bonfire, and there's that moment, that very anime moment of someone dropping a guitar, and we pick it up, and
Yes!
I start strumming, and I just look at you waiting for you to jump in on this.
We just karaoke soothe the spirit.
Oh my, that's so good.
Oh my god, classic. You know, probably by singing like some rendition of like our school spirit song or something like that, because it's like the only thing everybody knows.
I love it.
Even if you don't like to sing, everyone still knows how to sing the
Exactly.
school song.
I'm almost imagining sort of like a Steven Universe type like
Yes.
moment of like, you know how he just always has his ukulele and he like pulls it out and like
Yes.
I imagine like something like that.
Oh,
Like,
that's so good.
Oh,
I like that a
love it.
lot.
With the power of music.
Yes, the power of music and a beach episode.
Well, yes, the power
More
of the
you
beach
need.
episode is unbridled.
amazing. Okay.
Perfect.
Is there any further questions or anything?
Yeah, that's the only thing that was on the card, at least.
Okay.
So
Yeah, I don't have any follow-ups. I just am loving the idea of the two of you ukuleleing and singing this fire elemental into submission.
Okay, perfect. Okay, I'm gonna draw the next card then. Whap. Ooh. No! This creature has everyone forget about fun and focus on too much work. When you
Oh.
captured this creature, what hidden treasure did you find?
oh no.
Okay. So, gosh, it's supposed to be like our school festival, not the beach one. You know, our school has lots of festivals.
As you do.
As you do. And we're supposed to like be outside, and we can't help but notice that everyone is like inside, and we're like, what's going on? Like, I don't get it. And we go in and see, and everyone's doing that very like that thing where they're all moving in unison. They're all like, you
Oh,
know,
no.
like writing notes in their notebooks in unison, like perfectly, very eerily. And we're like,
Like, I don't like
How do
This
we-
is absolutely wrong.
yeah, what do we do? How do we? I mean, wake up! Hey, everyone! Stop doing work. We're supposed to be outside having fun.
Is there a test or something tomorrow we didn't know about?
I don't think so. I would have written it down in my book. And it's look. Today is festival. Tomorrow the next exam isn't until Monday. This doesn't make it.
We have exams.
I don't like this.
Oh no, Olivia.
Well, you know, I was just okay. I guess I'm gonna study this weekend, but not right now. It's festival time. No, I'll go up to it, to one of the students, and like turn their heads. Okay.
Just like,
Ooh.
do you-
What if we pull a fire alarm?
That's a great idea. Do it.
Okay.
yeah.
I will pull the fire alarm.
There's like,
Nothing happens.
Really no, but
Everyone
yes.
looks up for like a second in like unison, and then they look back down at their papers and continue writing.
Like, do you think there's like something magic going on?
Probably. Do you think I could do that again and not get in trouble for it?
I mean, I don't think you're getting in trouble for it now. So, probably.
I think you would definitely get in trouble under normal circumstances, but this is definitely like magical circumstances.
Right.
So, if you were a magical creature in a school making everyone boring, where would you live?
The principal's office.
I was gonna say the library.
That's also a good idea. We should check both.
Well, everybody's studying, so it might be the library. What are they writing? I will
Just
look
like-
at the book and see if they're all writing something that looks like it's a specific textbook or something like that.
They're all writing rules like repeatedly, like
I
you
hate
know,
it.
like
That's
you-
definitely the principal's office.
Oh, I think you might be right.
I've had to write those a lot.
Oh. Okay.
All right.
Well, we should go.
Oh, I love Olivia already.
Yes.
Okay.
I put on the crown and I became a fake creature again. I'm sorry. It's just chaotic.
It's perfect. So I think we all go down to the principal's office and we do that thing where we peek around the corner and each of our heads are like one above the other's head.
We Scooby-Doo.
Yeah. And in there you see just this big book of rules with this big feather quill writing in exactly the same unison as what everyone else was like doing, but it's doing it all on its own and it's glowing and there's sort of like a dark smoke kind of coming out of the pages of it. And like each word as it writes it down, like sort of like almost the ink turns the whole page black and then it comes back in, all the words kind of like reform, and then it stops and then it does the next line and it keeps going like that.
Olivia hates rules. This is just decided. Olivia hates rules so much. She turns her flower crown on her head, and all of the flowers start lighting up one at a time as the light radiates around her, and she starts spinning. And next thing you know, a flash of light completes, and she is now wearing a floral dress with lots and lots and lots of pockets, and you can see like chains and little bits and bobs coming out of some of the pockets. Her mischief toolkit. And she immediately takes a bubble wand and pulls it out and blows bubbles at the smoke to try to capture the smoke and bubbles.
So I think the bubbles like drift over, and I mean the pen doesn't. I think they encapsulate the pen, and the pen taken away from, like, there's almost, as the pen gets dragged away, that sort of darkness gets pulled along with it, like off the page, and you can see the like this feather quill pen just like shaking around in your bubble, like trying to like get loose, and like kind of like this almost like a dark smoke, like kind of trying to fill the bubble.
And then gosh, what would she have? And then I take an eraser and I throw it at the bubble, and it pops with another blast of light, and the smoke is gone. Where's the quill, though?
I think the quill drops to the ground, and there's like that tink, 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 and it's not moving anymore.
Does it like turn into a card?
Like, yeah, it turns into a card.
Exactly.
Exactly. So it turns into this like quill card.
Oh, it's so good.
Take that. Popped your bubble.
And then
sorry to burst your bubble.
Oh, that was better.
Yes.
Thank you.
And then from where we are in the principal's office, I think we hear the noise of like lots and lots of kids running outside to the festival.
Yeah.
No longer trapped by the rules.
I love it.
I love it.
That was
So
great.
good.
That was awesome. All right.
Anything else for that one?
No,
I think what you captured
awesome.
was the quill, the magic
The magic quill.
quill, I think is the item.
Sweet. Should I draw the next card?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have at.
I'm totally listening to the Sailor Moon soundtrack while we play.
I found a card Captor Sakura soundtrack too.
Ooh.
That's amazing.
You're plagued by a personal problem. What makes you finally tell another keeper? And how do they help you?
Aww.
Oh. Well, Olivia, she hasn't been studying magic as much as she should, really, because, rules, she's not great with rules. But she knows that Cammy is much better at rule following and a bit better at studying, and isn't quite as on it as Mika is. So she doesn't feel as bad going to Cammy. Is there anything that you can do to help me? Obviously, I'm gonna need to take that test, but also,
yeah. So, like, usually Mika helps me study because she's really smart, but this is like the one class that I'm like pretty good in. So
okay.
I can show you the flashcards that I made, and we can go over them before the test. And I mean, if nothing else, and just like lean back, we can sit next to each other, and I can write really big on my paper.
Like that roll. I like that one too.
Okay.
That's
just in case. That's a just in case.
Question.
Yes.
What color do they flash?
What?
The cards. What color do they flash? They're flash cards, right?
They flash with the brilliant light of knowledge being acquired.
Not a great color.
No, it's not. Well, the flashcards are pink.
Oh, that's
They're
a great
just-
color.
Yeah, they're just paper, but they're pink because I had my mom get them for me, and I told her I didn't want boring ones. So,
Fair.
but it's okay. We'll do great. You and me, we'll do great.
All right. So I think day of the test, Olivia hasn't really done too much to. Well, she studied a bit, but not quite enough. But it, for whatever reason, the teacher just will not move any of the seats. We can't sit together at all. And Olivia, she actually folds up a little paper airplane. It says, "Hey, what are the answers?" Throws it to you.
And I think I'm gonna, because why not? We're magic kids. I'm gonna kind of take the paper and put it down on top of my test and magic photocopy it and fold it back up and throw it back.
Great. And just because I'm feeling really mischievous, I'm gonna say it works.
Hell yeah, it does. It's not cheating if it's with the magic of friendship.
Olivia does switch a few of the answers to make sure they're definitely not the exact same tests, though, because she might not like rules, but she's smart-ish.
That's valid.
I don't know what else to do with this one.
No, I think that's good. Unless anybody else has any questions.
Oh gosh.
Do Drew and I ever find out that you did that? Is this a secret between you two? Or
Yeah.
Olivia wouldn't tell.
Yeah, I think if Olivia didn't want anybody else to know, then Cammy would keep it between them. She'd probably be like, "I don't understand why you think it's such a big deal, but all right." And then she's has already forgotten 20 minutes later. She's like, eh.
Perfect.
All right, let's see what's next. Interesting. Someone very rich and powerful helped you become a keeper. What do you owe them, and what do they expect from you? I guess maybe the obvious answer, but I'm gonna go with it. I think that Cammie's, like, one of her family members, Jason in the chat, blowing up my spot because I drew the Warlock card. Yeah. The cards want what the cards want, and I can't play any game without being a Warlock. It's the law at this point, I think.
Really perfect.
So I think that Cammie's aunt, her dad's younger sister, was a keeper when she was younger, because keepers can only be children. And she's now, I think she's, oh god, she probably went from being a keeper to being something like super boring, like an investment banker. Just a real heel turn. But when Cammie was probably like 8 or 9, right when her aunt gave her the transformation brooch that she had when she was a keeper, and told her about magic, and kind of helped like introduce her to that world, even though she's not part of it anymore. So I think Cammie owes her basically like her entire existence as a keeper, and they just expect her to like go out and do good things and recapture these creatures and just be a force for good in the world. Yeah.
I like it.
Yeah. Anyone has anything?
Does the rest of your family know about this? Or is, you know, like, is your family maybe that, like, sort of safe place we can go, like, when magic stuff happens, or?
I think so. You know, yeah. First I was gonna say no, because the drama. But no, I think that it's something that, like, my family knows that magic exists. I think it manifests in everybody, like, a different way. But it's like, not everybody is a Jedi, but they're all Force sensitive, like that kind of thing. Like,
I gotcha.
They're all aware of magic and are sensitive to magic, but not everybody is like a magician, and not everybody was a keeper when they were little. So yeah, like we can go like have magical kid chat at Cammie's house, like for tea and cookies, like after school and stuff, and it's a safe space to talk about magic.
Every kid needs a safe space to talk about magic.
Every kid needs a safe space to talk about magic.
Love it.
Awesome.
Okay. So I think I draw now, yeah?
Yes. Yes.
Okay, let's see. Come on. Drop already. I don't know why I always have so much, like, trouble.
I believe in you.
Oh no, your childhood friend is plagued by one of these creatures. What good intentions did the creature have?
This is like this is like the one normal friend. This is the NPC.
Oh goodness. Right, like, I bet we all kind of, like, hang out in the same group of friends, and this is just, like,
this is Tomoyo, or...
Yeah!
Like,
this is our, like, Naru.
This is like
or Naru.
The Molly
Yep.
in Sailor Moon.
Yeah.
Yep, exactly.
Oh, goodness. Oh,
like,
man.
we're all good friends, but you don't know we're magic.
Right? Let's see. What good intentions did the creature have? Oh, geez. I think maybe, like... Oh, maybe... Alright, maybe I've been watching way too much fucking Star Trek, like, holodecks gone wrong right now. But I'm thinking, like, maybe our friend, I don't know, Sally, was having trouble, like, feeling confident or like memorizing lines for a school play or something, So to help get like immersed into it, one of these fey creatures like turned the like auditorium like into whatever play setting it was or something like that. Like maybe it
Oh,
was
that's
like
good.
yeah, I don't know. Maybe it was like, I don't know, Robin Hood, and there's like soldiers and like arrows flying everywhere, and it's just like really dangerous.
Oh. They're just trying to help her be a better actor.
Right? You know, it's like some fey creature, like, we call this the methods. Like...
The Fae take the theater very seriously.
Exactly. So I think, I don't know, anybody have any thoughts or something to maybe add for what could happen?
God. How did...
Yeah, how did we get that cleaned up?
How did we fix this? And have nobody riddled with arrows?
I don't know. Well, I imagine we had to like sort of run interference using other abilities or like creature, you know, type cards we've captured.
I was gonna say, what if like we managed to get like a book, like you're saying this is from an actual book or something like that, and then Olivia calls up the quill card and it rewrites them back into the story, like, and they get sucked up and turned back into that ink, and then like and then rewritten, like maybe it even really pulled them out of the book, like and like we find a blank book somewhere,
and like while we're rewriting it, our friend Sally is like distracting the fey creature by actually reciting like the lines she was having trouble with or something like that,
getting them all like perfect.
Good
Sally's
Sally.
the real hero. That day.
Good job, Sally.
Yeah, that's really Sally's episode. That's what that is.
You're the best damn Maid Marian this school's gonna say.
I want Sally to play Robin Hood.
Yeah.
Yeah, Sally's the dang lead.
Yeah.
Heck yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, I used to be a lead in the school play until I took an arrow to the knee.
Oh my god, Sally was supposed to be like a tree, and instead she ends up the lead.
Yes.
Thanks, I love it.
Oh my god, that's perfect.
She was gonna be the tree, and her only line was actually a squirrel. That was like, she puts her head up, and it's like the squirrel's face. And then, next thing you know, she's Robin Hood.
Yep.
I love it.
Oh. I love it. That's so good.
That's so good. I love that.
Awesome.
Okay. For the next one. Oh no! This creature breaks up friendships and love wherever they go.
No!
When you capture this creature, what truth did your heart whisper to you? Okay. Gosh. I'm imagining. Oh no. So I think we. It's so sad. I feel like we're all walking through the park, and we see like it's a lovely. Maybe it's even like the sakura blossoms are like coming out and stuff like that, and so everyone's outside enjoying like the outdoor space and like enjoying the blossoms, and there's a lot of like friends hanging out together on picnic blankets, and there's couples on like park benches and stuff like that, and we almost feel this like cold air, this like whoosh, and then as it goes through we literally see people kind of like stepping away from each other and like looking angry and like getting kind of like, no, you like and like stomping off away from their friends or their couples or like their whatever. And then we're like, what the heck? Everyone stay close together. I don't wanna like get into any fights like any of these other people. What's that? Do you hear? And we hear like a sad song playing in the distance. This like really sad, almost sounds like someone's like crying as they sing it. And I think as we go around the park, there's literally like a waterfall, and sitting like just outside of this waterfall, weeping and singing this beautifully sad song, is this like figure, and I feel like some of us, even as we hear it, like are kind of like almost feel like crying. It's so sad. It's so sad.
Just give them a hug.
Yeah, I like. So I think oh, Olivia, do you have any of those like those fun flowers crowns that you sometimes keep in your pockets and stuff like that? Do you have anything nice? Do you have like maybe if we just give her a gift? Maybe she's just lonely.
I have some bubblegum.
I mean, that's. Can I have that?
Yeah, here. Okay, hold on. And I will look through my bag, and I start pulling out things that you got, like yo-yos and a boomerang pops out, and I pull out a balloon animal, and I'm like, oh, that one.
I love that. I just
Olivia
wanted to
is
see
very
what was in your
Poppins.
pockets. That's all.
and then I find I remember, I'm like, oh, balloon animals. Everyone loves balloon animals. So I pull out my little balloon pump, and I make a balloon animal. Drew, what kind of animal do you think I should make?
I don't know, make like a monkey or something.
I'll try. And I try to make a monkey.
I think as you're doing this, the song stops, and the lady looks over.
There's just silence and the
like the rubber balloon noise. It's very distracting.
Yeah.
No one can sing through that.
Yeah, no. No one can sing when someone's making balloon animals.
No. And so I think she actually like gets off her rock and kind of like makes her way over and is just like sitting with big eyes in front of you, Olivia, while you make this.
Takes a few minutes. I have to do like 3 or 4 different balloons to get the shapes right, and it ends up being about like that big, and I'm like here, this is for you.
As you're making them, one of them just like launches, one of them's just like and she just watches it go.
Sorry.
Hold that for a second. There you go.
And she just takes it and like she smiles.
His name's George.
Oh.
Is he curious?
He's very curious.
Oh my gosh. And I think she looks at it and she looks up at you, and then she looks around at Cammie and Drew and everyone, and she smiles and she says, "Does this mean we're friends?"
Yeah, why not?
I haven't had a friend.
Oh. Well, that makes me very sad.
I'm sorry if I made everyone sad. I was really lonely, and it means a lot to me that you would give me this gift.
Well, everyone deserves a friend. And a balloon monkey.
I really like it. Thank you. And I think she smiles and kind of like fades away.
Yay!
Drew
I think
just,
the truth
tugs Olivia's shirt. It's like, can I have a monkey?
Of course!
I was like,
And
I
I will
want a
make
butterfly.
I will make everyone a balloon animal that day.
Yay!
And then like the kids that were like fighting over their picnic come like running back, and they're like, "We want balloon animals too!" Like, and like everyone comes back to the park.
Olivia never runs out of balloons. You don't know where she put them.
It's
You don't know where they keep coming from.
The
They're
true
just-
magical girl power.
Yep. Never-ending balloons. Oh.
Gosh.
Oh my god.
Oh man. Oh, is it my turn? It's my turn now.
It is your turn.
I wish I could draw, because I want to draw like all these little anime scenes that we've created.
Me too.
So much fun to just like
I'd watch the
lean
show.
in. Yeah.
Oh. Oh
Ooh.
goodness, you got into a silly fight with one of the other keepers.
Oh no.
Why couldn't you admit you were wrong? And how did you eventually make amends? Ooh. So, eventually, it comes out that Cammy ended up helping Olivia cheat. And because Olivia asked her to keep the secret, it's definitely, secrets don't keep friends. Yeah. Of course, Olivia couldn't admit that she was wrong because, well, it didn't really, it didn't affect Mika or Drew at all. It wasn't for them. It's fine. It was fine. I asked for help and I got the help that I needed. But you know, maybe I shouldn't keep secrets from my friends. But you know, I mean, it didn't hurt anybody at first.
Oh.
How did you finally make amends? Now that's the question. After you know, about half a day of not talking, because that's what kids do, they just don't talk to each other for a while. After about a half a day of not talking, Olivia comes to Mika and Drew with her textbooks and says, hey, could you actually help me study, please? I'm sorry I hid my school troubles from you.
I'm not mad. I'm just sad that you didn't think, you know. I think we can help you study.
Oh yeah, I mean, if that was all you needed, I mean, we can meet after school, and you know, maybe sometimes during like study hall, and I can help you review before tests. And I'm like reach into my bag and I'm like pulling at all of these things.
Oh, Drew, there's study hall. What's that?
Oh yeah, I can show you after you know, where it is after school today. I imagine like Drew's like that like nerd kid in like National Honor Society who's in like all of the academic clubs, you know, like.
Love it.
I think Olivia, we can try and make it fun for you. We'll, you know, we'll try and maybe we'll do learning in short bursts.
It's a good idea. It's a good idea. Do we get to take bubblegum breaks?
I think it needs to be. I like look over at Drew and I'm like, I think it needs to be away from the books.
Oh yeah, I mean, like you don't want to like accidentally get the books all dirty, because then the pages will stick together, and then you could miss something. And if you miss something and that's on the test, that's just like the worst. But I mean, I guess we could take like a 10-minute gum break every hour.
Okay, I
That
can do
seems
that.
fair.
You're very reasonable little kids.
Oh goodness. Anybody else? Any questions?
I like it. That was very cute. All right.
Look, we're
Cammy
keepers
gonna
of the
come to
cards.
study break.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Have to be mature.
Yes. A new exchange student showed up in class today. What
Ooh.
blossoms between you two?
Interesting.
Oh my.
All right. As with most things when I play games, I'm just gonna massage it a little bit. And I think it wasn't in our class. I think that it was I think I'm gonna go straight card captor Sakura and say that I have an older brother who's in high school, and he has a new exchange student in his class.
Nice.
And this is kind of like my brother like invites them over as like a like welcome, like kind of just trying to make them feel welcome, either by choice or because that was like assigned to him by the teacher. Nobody really knows, but I think that this is I think that right from like the jump, everyone can tell that like they're kind of like they feel magic-y. We don't really know in what way they are magic, because you don't just invite some exchange student over to your house and be like, by the way, are you magic? But I mean, in this family, you might actually.
I was gonna say.
But I think Cammy spends like the whole night just like doing like little magic to try to get their attention. To be like, this is obviously magic. Tell me that you're magic. Just like sneaking around the house, like as his brother and the exchange student are just like studying or watching TV or like talking with mom and dad or something, and Cammy's just like the obnoxious little sister, and they're like, just go upstairs, leave the big kids alone. But she's just like really determined to find out if this exchange student is magic. And I think she finally does something that's probably like a little too overtly magical. And the exchange student like gets up and is like, oh, I gotta go to the bathroom, and like finds Cammy. It's like, all right, yeah, I'm magic. Like, why do you keep doing magic? And they become like, and Cammy just like super excited to like meet a new magic friend. Just kind of becomes very enamored with them. And yeah. So there's just like an exchange student from someplace, England. Yes, England.
I love that they were just like, yeah, no, duh, magic. So what?
Can you stop?
Like, we all get it.
Like, what are you trying to prove?
We get it. You're magic. Calm down.
But then it's probably like, it's probably just like, no, but like, you can talk about magic here. Everybody here is magic. We all know about magic. It's fine. But it's definitely like all right already. Like, please stop shooting glitter at me. I'm done with this.
Now, does he end up warming to Cammy at any point?
I think so, but I think in like a kid sister type of way, like, be like, yeah, I remember what I was like when I was your age, when I just had my magic for the first time too. Like I get it.
Ouch.
Like, do you know how to do this spell? Do you know how to do this? Which of course she doesn't, because she's 9. But you know, she's gonna be 10 soon, so it's fine.
That's double digits. That's double digits.
Yeah, right? She's basically an adult. And she can do magic.
It's fine.
I love it. Okay, let's see. There's a draw. Ooh, it's family day at school today. How did you turn a disappointment into a triumph? How did the other keepers help you? Ooh. I guess maybe the disappointment is Drew's parents got caught up with work, so they couldn't come to the family day. How did the other keepers help me?
It's like, come here, you're my family. We're all family.
Yeah, you're my family now, right? That's what I'm thinking. It's like, I don't know, or maybe Maybe Drew has like an older sibling or something, and like you lot like slipped away while I was busy and went to go at like to like the college that my older like sister or whatever lives at, and like bring her to like the family day so I wasn't alone or something.
Yeah, like maybe your sister didn't even like know about the family day because like she has her own stuff. She's in college, stuff like that. Your parents were supposed to come, so it like wasn't a big deal, right?
Yeah.
And when it turned out that your parents couldn't show up, we all kind of like rallied together to like sneak away.
I like that.
And, like, we got Sally to distract you
Yes!
by reciting lines from Robin Hood over and over again. And then the rest of us like snuck off.
I love it.
Quick, a
And then
diversion.
I'm definitely gonna take out my ukulele and sing you a song about how we're all friends and family.
Aww.
Because that's Mika's whole thing now.
I like it. Because the ukulele kid at school. Oh
Mika's
god.
the bard.
That's Mika's whole thing.
I love it. Oh, wonderful.
Now, how decorated is Mika's ukulele?
Oh yeah, are you like full of decals?
Like,
It's
we got...
it's very like drawn on like Mika, like when Mika, like at the beginning, I think one of the things I was worried Mika was gonna go nerd. I'm very glad Drew is the nerd. Let me just, because I had to do that one of those roles last time, and I'm like, okay, I get to be the bard, like you said. I think they're still like they're pretty organized because they're very much like, okay, I have like piano lesson at this time, and then singing lesson at this time, and then like guitar lesson at this time, and then like, so they do a lot of stuff, and so they have a lot of notes, but it's all like doodled on, and their ukulele almost looks like it has tattoos because they just draw on it in like
That's
ink
awesome.
pen.
Love it.
And they definitely like definitely carry around like several like little things with them. Oh my goodness, they have a little like set of stuff. They're like, wait, no, this is more suited to a flute. And then, like, and then the flute you can't draw on, right? So it's just bedazzled,
Oh, that's good.
Nice.
which is not comfortable for the fingers. But, you know, you gotta
Perfect.
commit.
The aesthetic.
Does Mika have like a color scheme for all of her like, you know, instruments and stuff? Cause, you know, are we going like a Sailor Scout thing?
Yeah. I haven't thought of that yet. I'm gonna say that, oh goodness gracious. I'm gonna go with, like a yellow and gold, like,
Ooh.
kind of detailing, and yeah, just like sparkly yellow and gold and things like that.
I love it.
Yeah.
Very good.
Goes great with the flute.
It just really needed, I know that it was a little awkward, the transition between the ukulele to the flute, but it just really needed a flourish at the end.
And it worked. That was really good.
Okay. Sorry, so it's my turn, right?
Yes.
Okay. Ooh. Oh, wow. The magician helped you discover your magic. Describe the wondrous events and how you started your path as a keeper of the cards.
Ooh, this is a fun one.
That's
Origin story.
Oh no! Oh no!
Flashback
oh, no,
episode.
Oh no!
Yes.
Pilot.
Yep.
Oh no! Okay, so we flash back to a really young Mika sitting like it's like evening. It's kind of getting dark, and just like sitting on a curb outside of a little like music school and like crying. And then like, you know, some adult comes over and sits down and is like, what's wrong? And Mika's just like, I'm just not good at any of the music. I just really love music and I just really want to be good at it. and I'm not good at all. I can't remember the notes, and I don't understand, and I think they like, you know, wait for her to like, because she's a kid, you need to wait for her to like huff it all out. And then once she like, you know, they're like, it's okay, little one. Like, what have you been learning? Well, they make me learn the piano, because that's what they want me to do. Well, what would you like to learn? Well, I really like the ukulele. It makes me really happy, and you can't play sad songs on a ukulele. and like out of nowhere, the person produces this ukulele, and without almost even touching it, some like beautiful music like comes out of it. And then they go to like give it to her, and it's almost like not even like they don't even physically hand it off. It just ends up in her hands. And she's just like, wow, is this for me? Really? I think you have a song in your heart, little one, and it needs to come out. And maybe you just weren't given the opportunity to do it in your own way. Thank you so much. I'm so excited. And she strums it, and it's terrible. It's like, it's terrible. Oh, that wasn't good. Don't give up just when something isn't good the first time. If this is what you want to do, I think you'll do it. And I think she goes to do it again, and this time, like, there's a really nice melody that comes out. I think I can make some really happy songs on this one. I don't think that Mika even knew she met the magician.
Just nice ukulele adult.
Yeah, kind adult. And they don't, cause yeah, and then they kind of leave. Ooh, I like that they kind of leave whistling a really nice song, and then Mika goes and tries to recreate that song.
Oh, that's really good.
Did she ever get it?
It's like the show theme.
I was gonna say, I think the first time Mika gets the song right is when she transforms the first time.
What does that look like?
Magical transformation sequence with music.
It's so much later, but I think it's like literally like years down the road. Like Mika is coming like into her own. Maybe not years, because they're kids.
That's an eternity for kids.
So
a year.
Yeah, it's
so
like
even like it's 6 months. Oh god, this was like it's been like 84 years.
I'm 105.
Like you're nine and a half. Calm down.
Yeah. It was
the half is important. Okay.
Yeah. When am I going to be 10?
Yeah. I think it looks like Mika finally like is just fighting with getting this note, and you know there's just that one key that's slightly off, and she keeps trying, and finally she like stops, and she takes her ukulele like outside under a tree, and she sits, she breathes for a second, and then goes back and like strums it and starts playing it perfectly, and suddenly like her the notes actually become like physical, like there's a beautiful glowing note in front of her, and she goes wide-eyed, and she stands up and walks into it, and the song plays all around her, and it's almost like the notes of the music come, and as they like land on her in these beautiful splashes of sound and color, she suddenly gets these cute little like, you know, yellow gloves appear on her hand, and then these cute little like yellow shoes appear on her hand. on her feet, on her hands.
Gloves and shoes? It seems
Yeah,
excessive.
gloves and shoes. You know, the whole thing. A cute little, like, a note lands on her head, and suddenly there's a bow on her head. And then suddenly she just spins around in time to the music, and this, like, long flowing skirt comes out. And she's suddenly just standing in the music in this, like, cute little yellow musical outfit.
Thanks, I love it. Oh, that's so cute.
I love it so much.
It is so good.
Oh,
That's
I
it.
apologize. It started
That's it.
thunderstorming, so I apologize if
Ooh.
you hear some sounds from them.
Some
All
Atmosphere.
Some sounds.
Oh no! So, something heartbreaking happens to you today. Oh no! What are you grieving for? And how does a creature help you? Oh gosh.
There's little Fae help.
Oh.
You know what's heartbreaking to someone who really likes fun? Olivia lost her marbles.
That's the worst. So tragic.
Olivia lost her marbles, and of course, some sort of fey creature is looking out for her. And as she's going throughout her day, she finds a random marble here and there. Turns out the fey creature took them, because what's better than hiding something that belongs to someone else? But throughout the day, everywhere Olivia goes, she asks, "Hey, have you seen my marbles? I seem to have lost them somewhere."
Bless.
Everyone's just looking at like different scales of like confused and just, no.
It's like actual marbles.
Yeah, well, there's like green ones, and there's blue ones, and there's red ones, and purple, and orange, and yellow, and some of them have little spots on them, and some of them have swirls. And have you seen my marbles?
No.
No.
Where's the last time you saw them? When do you remember having your marbles last?
It's been a while.
Relatable.
Olivia's all of us right now.
Yeah, I can't remember the last time I saw mine.
I'm on a roll today.
We are all Olivia.
We're
I
all
don't even remember what it's like to have marbles anymore.
Now there's
What
a
are
word.
marbles?
There's a name I haven't heard in quite some time.
Well, last time I used my marbles, we were on the blacktop at the playground, and you know, we were shooting marbles for bubble gum, of course.
Oh, they must still be there then.
Maybe. So as we go, we get to the playground, and they're not out there in any obvious sense of the term. But, every so often, as you're walking around the playground, you'll find one. There must be a better way to find these.
And have you asked other people and nobody knew where they were?
No. But I keep finding them in odd places. This one was in a bird's nest. I didn't put it in the bird's nest.
Oh.
We NPCs in this? Or we ourselves?
You can be yourselves. Or NPCs
I
if
just
you
imagine.
like.
Yeah, I imagine an adult being like, "Little girl, it sounds like someone is playing a joke on you."
That's fitting. I play jokes on everyone else.
Well, then maybe you just. No, I can't be that mean. I can't be that I'm sorry.
I love
be
how
that
just
mean.
generic
Yeah.
adult voice is just like very gruff.
This is
And
my,
they're grumpy.
this is my adult voice.
See, I said there's no adults here.
Yeah. We don't believe in adults.
The game story said that that no one believes in children, so I'm just imagining, you know, like the kids are very much on their own.
Yeah.
So I'm just imagining an adult being like, "Go get an adult to buy you a new set or something. Go tell your mother," or something like that.
Thanks.
I think.
I would leave and start looking around for more marbles. Eventually, poking their head out behind a tree, there's another little fey spirit. It says, "Hey kid, you need some marbles?"
We got the best marbles over here.
Just like opens up their little fake trench coat.
Yeah.
We got all the marbles. Red
got
ones,
green ones. We got
swirly ones.
You want cat's eyes? We got cat's eyes. These ones are made of actual cat's eyes.
Oh, that is such a fey thing.
That is a real fey.
Yeah, I love it.
Cat's eye marbles. Olivia will take all of the ones except for the cat's eyes. And as she takes the last marble, she says, "Hey, you want to play marbles?"
Thunder, sorry.
I'm sorry. It's
That was
the-
so cool.
That was the Fae answering in their native
Yeah.
tongue.
Yeah.
That means yes.
That was the Fae taking out their marbles. Like,
Like, let's go. Mine are
Let's
all
do-
cat's eyes.
All right.
So did you invite the Fae creature to play marbles with you in the end?
Of course.
You know
Do
they
you-
did.
Do you win against them in marbles?
Nah, they got all cat's eyes.
I like how that's the deciding factor.
They have way more
Well-
cat's eyes than me.
Olivia wouldn't pick up the cat's eyes ones because she's afraid they're actual cat's eye.
Oh my goodness.
That was the sound of just a handed victory at marbles.
Yeah, that was the phase victory.
Mm-hmm.
But do
Very
they at least like? You still made like a good connection with them though, because like
Oh yeah,
they beat you, and they're probably actually additionally pleased. They're
Probably.
Like,
We decide to meet up for marbles every Friday.
like, yeah, new Fae marble friend.
I love it.
Maybe the fey creature has to become like an ally for like one episode sometime, you know?
they just like pop in when you least expect it but need it most.
Yeah, and they saved the day using cat's eye marbles, of course.
Yes.
Oh, you gotta tie it all together.
Yeah.
It's perfect. I love
Awesome.
it.
It's so good.
Oh my gosh.
So I'm gonna draw one, and then we're gonna take a quick 5-minute break before we come back and finish out our game. So we'll do one more prompt, and then just a little stretch and hydrate break. So let's. Ooh. Going after this creature is a grand chase. You're tempted to let the creature get away. Why? Do you give in? So I think this creature is an air elemental, because that would make sense that they're like really fast. So I think
Hard
what
to get your hands on.
yeah. So I think what happens is I've kind of imagined Cammy as being kind of like, I feel like Cammy's very middle of the ground in a lot of places, in a lot of ways. Like, she's an okay student, like, but I think she likes sports. I think she does like track and field type stuff, and she was like doing some, like, I think she does like the jumps, like long jump and that kind of thing, and she was like doing a jump, and like all of a sudden like this big gust of air like messed up her jump, and she like landed on her butt and was like this, like, what's, like, no, this doesn't happen. Like, I'm a good jumper. And she can, like, see, like, the traces of, like, an elemental, like, going off towards, I'm gonna say the woods, because why wouldn't this school have woods on at least one side? That seems very anime. And it just kind of, like, skitters off, like through a crowd of people, like, kind of, like, just, like, blowing things around, and then, like, off towards, like, the end of school property. And she is, like, standing there, like, looking at it, and her coach is like, go again. And she's, like, looking at this thing, she's like, I gotta go do magical stuff, but I also need to be here because we're training for the track meet. And I think she ends up being like, Coach, I'll be right back, and takes off running after this. And she's fairly fast, like, she does track. And I think that as she's, like, chasing after this, and, like, as soon as she breaks through, like, where there are, like, people, she's gonna do her transformation sequence, now that I figured out what it is. And I think, like, as she's running, she, like, she's OG and has, like, a brooch that was her aunt's when she was a keeper, and she, like, takes it off and kind of throws it in front of her, and it, like, opens up to, like, a Sonic-esque ring that she jumps through. And as she jumps through, it's, like, obviously, like, a big, shower of glitter, and as she comes out on the other side, she's, her outfit is, in, like, different shades of purple. She's got, it's very, like, Revolutionary Girl Utena inspired, so it's, like, shorts and, like, a military, like, a very cutesified, like, military-esque jacket, and, like, tall boots and a little, like, capelet, and her hair just got, like, super, super long and flowy, and it's, like, all sparkly. And then, like, as she jumps through and lands transformed, she, like, reaches up her hand, and the brooch just, like, falls into her hand, and she puts it on her jacket, all transformed, and keeps running, and she can, like, hear the hubbub from the school going, and she's like, no, I need, like, I'm a keeper, and I need to, like, find this. So I think she doesn't give in, she just keeps pursuing it, and eventually it leads her to just, like, this random, seemingly random, like, glade type thing, and it just, like, kind of settles down, and she's like, listen, I know you don't want to be captured or anything, but I really have to go back to school, so, like, you can come with me, like, you can come with me, or just, like, stay out of trouble, I guess. And it just, like, kind of, like, flitters around, and then, like, settles down and takes, like, a vaguely humanesque form, and is just like, come with you? She's like, yeah, like, come with me, like, we've got, like, we have some elemental friends that, like, my friends and we are friends with now, so you can, like, come with us. And it just, like, turns its head to the side and is like, friends? She's like, yeah, like, friends, you know, like, people that, like, you tell your secrets to, and you eat cookies together, and you, like, hang out and, like, have sleepovers, and sometimes catch magical creatures together. You know, friends. And it just, like, is quiet for a moment, and then nods, and just kind of, like, its shape, like, coalesces down into just, like, this little card that has, like, a little, like, gust of wind on it. She's like, oh, cool, all right, new friend, and, like, picks it up and, like, tucks it into her outfit, and, like, takes off running back towards the school.
Aww.
Is she transformed back into what she was wearing by the time she gets there?
Yes. I think she, like, almost forgets because she's so focused to, like, get back and, like, starts getting close to the edge. Is like, oh no, this isn't right. And just, like, de-transforms.
That image of, like, running through a Sonic ring to transform is the coolest.
Yeah.
I may have somewhat recently watched Sonic.
Maybe.
But I was like, if she's a runner, I'm like, what is she, like, I'm like, how is this gonna be cool?
Sonic.
Sonic.
So
Alright.
Amazing.
Alright, so if nobody has any other questions, we are gonna go take a real quick break, so we'll be back here in like 5 minutes, and probably do one or two more rounds left of our game. So stay tuned, and we will be back. Go get some water, go do a stretch, go just go walk around, go say hi to someone. It's great. So we will be right back. And we're back! Alright, we are back from break and we're ready to play out the latter half of our game. Depending on timing, I think we probably have time for at least one more round. We'll see how long that takes and then either trigger the endgame question or play one or two more cards, but it looks like we probably have time for one more nice full round, so we will get right back to it. So Sam, if you want to draw our next prompt.
Yeah. Let's see. Alright. A creature is here to grant whatever wish you desire. How does the wish fulfillment get out of hand?
Oh, this is some Madoka shit here.
Fun!
Let's see.
That's especially fun because Drew isn't the one I would expect to like let a wish get like out of hand.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh.
That's what makes it even more interesting and dramatic.
Yeah.
That's something
Well-
Olivia would do.
Yeah.
I mean,
Infinite marbles.
I think, you know, Drew's concern is they've got I have all of this homework and all of these tests to study for and all of these clubs that I need to help run and prep for. So I really wish I had some more time. And I think in like sort of classic style, like either, I don't know if I want either things to like freeze or like time around Drew to like slow like remarkably, so just like everybody is still moving but like, you know, super like slow motion. So I think, yeah, I don't know, I think that's it. Maybe Drew has to go around like sort of waking up their fellow keepers, like finding a way to like get them to return to normal time somehow. I don't know. Yeah, I think I like the idea that like everybody just sort of gets slowed, so it's not so much that like time has stopped, but like, you know, everybody's just moving at a snail's pace now.
So from our perspective, Drew is like zipping or like
right,
Drew
you
is
just
the
feel like a
Flash.
blur and like don't know why.
we're just like, what was
Right?
that?
I think, oh man, so I haven't done a Drew transformation yet.
Yes!
So I guess
The final
they'll like,
transformation!
right? They'll have to transform while they're trying to track down, you know, the the fairy creature, because that's a fucking fairy. Like, that's a fairy move.
For sure.
And while they're trying to track it down. So I think in classic sort of like, you know, early season Sailor Moon style, they've got like a magic pen that they can use to sort of transform. So they like take it out of their like chest pocket and start like in the air to draw like these runes and like sigils and stuff that they've probably looked up, because I think they got like their magic, like they found it from like an actual sort of magic book, and like that's how they tapped into it, because they're the nerds, so that seems appropriate. And the sigil, it's like this big sort of like complex circle thing, and it like tilts out and like goes sort of like down over them, and like as it like goes, like they transform like, you know, head to toe until it's on the floor. And I think their like color scheme is very, I think they wear like a lot of blue and white and like silvers, so they're transformed in like a very sort of like modern Victorian frock coat style, like style sort of.
I'm into it.
Their glasses turn into like these cool, like sort of stylish, like, you know, magic-y looking like goggle, like cool, like stylized goggles.
Do they do the anime
Oh yeah.
glisten?
The like glare thing,
Yeah.
like at the end of the transformation, there's like that like ching is like
Yep.
the lens flare.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah,
That's so good.
that's their transform.
Love a good transformation sequence.
Right?
You can't beat it.
It's
So-
classic.
Where do they find this fae to get the time to
Ooh.
be normal around them?
Let's see. Where would a time fae want to hang out?
Does the school have like a clock tower?
Oh my gosh. Yes, this is literally just an episode of Cardcaptor now.
I
That's
think
fine.
like every anime school
They
has
need to.
a
It's a
clock
law.
tower.
It's a rule. Yeah, they're definitely hanging out in like the clock tower then. So we'll like all go like have to go like racing up the stairs to like try to get it.
It's so
You
good.
pass several teachers on the way up, and like students aren't supposed to be up there.
Yeah.
And so they go, but you're gone.
Wait a sec.
They're gone.
I love it. I love it. So yeah, I don't know. I think that's pretty much it. I mean, I don't know how we would have defeated time. How do we stop the time fae, I guess?
I'm literally trying to
Like-
remember what they did in Cardcaptor Sakura. Like I think
Oh,
they
with the
used
time
the
card?
shield. They like bubbled it.
That's true.
Yeah,
they they shielded themselves. Yeah.
Yeah,
It's like
to
what-
not be
like, Faye,
affected
like,
by-
Want to trade, like want to like wheel and
Yeah.
deal. Like I'm trying to think of like what could you give the Fae to be like, I changed my mind and I want time to be
Yeah.
normal.
Yeah, and they're like, that's not how deals work. Like, you can't just
Can't
go
it?
back on a deal.
Right.
Like, you made a deal. And, like, yeah, I don't think you even need a shield because you're the one outside of this time problem, right? So it has to be you.
Yeah, I like it. Oh, what could I trade back? Ooh, I'm like trying to like really. I'm like, oh, what's like some weird sneaky thing like I could think of to try to make an exchange. I don't know. I'm bad at this.
You're
I'm not a
bad.
fey creature, so
Maybe you have a screwdriver because they need to fix the clock that they have.
ooh,
So you give them the correct tool for the job.
I like
I
that.
like
That's really cool.
it's like
Yeah,
I fix your problem, you fix my problem.
I think that's really neat. I like that. Maybe I can like use my little like magic transformy pen to like turn into like things that are similarly like shaped or sized. So I'm able to just sort of turn it into like everything that they need to like fix this like fey clock they have.
I like
That's
it.
awesome.
I like it.
Heck yeah.
And then time just like goes back, but like everybody was kind of like, what's happening? So like everybody's like things just sort of start while they're like distracted. You know, there's like kids in the courtyard who's like are getting hit in the face with like dodgeballs and stuff. Like, all right, that is my
Awesome.
wish gone awry.
Amazing. Okay. Boop. Oh no! Someone important to you has to move away. How does a creature and your magic help you deal with this? I'm trying to think of how to deal with it. I'm gonna say I'm gonna say it's like my music teacher who's very important to me and like, you know, has like helped and encouraged me even when I was like a silly little kid being like, and now I want to play the flute. Now I want to do this. Like they're always like, okay, Mika, we'll do it. So I think, oh gosh, how does it look? Who's a creature? Ooh, okay. So I think like my teacher goes to tell me that that she's leaving, and I'm like, what? No, you can't. You can't. You're the only one that lets me try all the things I want to do, and everyone else says no, and I can't. And you're the only one that lets me. You can't leave. And I do that little kid thing where I like run away, like no, like because I don't want to deal with it. So like I run away, and I who has I'm not sure if like does one of us keep all the cards, or does each of us keep some of the cards based on like which ones we saved, or like
I feel like we sort of keep the ones that like we each sort of have that like connection to, maybe.
Yeah, it's
like,
the ones that are most relevant with us, I think.
Yeah. Because I almost want to say that I like. Maybe I have it then. Maybe I have it. I was going to say I have the. What is the card? I'm thinking our things were elemental though. Elemental, Fey, and angelic. So maybe it was the
like, angel of music type
the
deal.
angel of music.
Angels of music and dancing.
Yeah. I was gonna say I was gonna say that I go running away and I accidentally like knock over or release the like the crying angel, the sad song singing one, and then she's released, and rather than like running away, she stops and she sits down next to me where I'm like crying, and I'm just like, I'm so sad. And she's like, that's okay, you're allowed to be sad. Like, that's a real thing. Sad things happen. You're allowed to feel sad about them. It wouldn't be real. You know, it wouldn't be honest if you didn't feel that. And she like sings me a sad song and like just lets me cry. She just poor like Mika just sits there and listens to this sad song and cries, and then eventually does that thing, you know, when you're like all cried out and then you just like feel a little bit better. And thank you so much for singing me that song. I guess I can. I guess I'm allowed to feel sad if I'm sad, and I guess, you know, music still helped. That was still really, really helpful, and you know, my teacher helped me discover music, and you have shown me that music can be, you know, it doesn't always have to be happy, and that's not bad. It's not bad when things aren't always happy. That's okay. I don't know how it helps me deal. I think I just deal with the loss. I don't think there's I don't think there's a solution, you know what I mean? I don't think there's a solution to this person like leaving or anything like that, unless anyone has any other ideas.
Sounds like they helped you grasp the tools to get through, which is sometimes.
I think that's all it was too. And then I think they like, without even being asked, I think they like returned to their card.
Kind of inside you the whole time.
And then I'll go back and say goodbye to my music teacher properly and wish them well, even though I'm sad.
Even though it's okay to be sad.
It's okay to be sad.
All right.
I should unmute. Oh, right. We have one of the creatures has interrupted a grand celebration in honor of someone. How does everything go wrong before you somehow make it right?
It's so much fun. I love this.
Chaos.
Yeah. Well, we're right on brand. Well, my cup is definitely leaking. That's what's going wrong.
Oh no.
It's fine. I'll just leave the water later. Let's see. Well, it must be the teacher's going away party. Because the music teacher was, of course, well loved. And The Fae with the marbles. They just, you know, they really like taking things of other people's and putting them places that they're not supposed to be. They definitely took the teacher's car keys so she couldn't leave because they knew that Mika was sad and they didn't want Mika to be sad. They didn't want Mika to be sad, so they couldn't let the teacher leave, so they misplaced their card keys. And throughout the day, the teacher just can't seem to find their card keys. They were supposed to leave an hour ago. We've got so much stuff to do, and at one point, Olivia remembers that she knows someone who likes to play tricks and make things go missing. So she finds the fake creature, and she says, "Hey, you know, you're not supposed to take everybody's stuff. It's not nice." And the fake creature says, "Well, it's not nice that the teacher was going to leave. We don't like it when Mika's sad because Mika should be happy." Says, "Well, it's okay to be sad sometimes. Just like what Mika said earlier when we were talking about it. It's okay. But you know, you can't take things that don't belong to you, even if it's for a laugh, because you know people could really need them and need them right now." And the Fae decides that it hasn't quite been long enough. So they say, "Well, you can find it if you solve a riddle." But Olivia's not great at riddles. So she asks Drew, because Drew is definitely the smartest person she knows. Shoot, now I need to think of a riddle.
Yeah, Sam, not good at riddles.
I'm not good at riddles either.
Oh, I'm so bad.
You riddled yourself into a corner.
Like,
yep. What's the riddle?
Any riddles I know are just from The Hobbit.
I was gonna say, what are the riddles from The Hobbit? There's the egg one and the fish one. Or is it
there
just
are
the
many.
fish one?
There's also the one about time and mountains.
The teeth or something like that.
Yeah, teeth.
What is yours but used more often by someone else? By other people?
Is this another time question?
Not time.
I think I know. Maybe.
Sam doesn't. Sam's bad at riddles.
Does anyone want to answer?
Is it a name?
It is.
I was gonna say that too.
Nice. I like it.
Oh, it's one of my favorites.
So good.
Like, I have to think of a riddle. What is it? Oh, that one. Yeah. So Mika, surprising everyone, is able to answer the Fae creature's riddle and get the keys back, to which our teacher can leave after they've presented her cake, because you can't have a party without cake.
Aw, I like the idea that, like, Mika was the one that wanted the music teacher to leave the least. And she thought of the riddle, and she was like, I don't want to say it, because then she's gonna leave. But we already came to the... I think she, like, looks at Olive and, like... Sorry, Olivia. And like, just sadly, like... like, kind of, like, accepting it. Like, whispers it to you to tell to the fake creature.
Oh.
Yeah, does anybody have any questions?
That's so sweet.
Oh, that was
So-
really
like, I
sweet.
feel like, is that like Mika's moment of sort of closure and like real acceptance? Like,
That was perfect. That couldn't have worked out any
That was
better.
so good.
yeah. That's really nice.
Mika has learned a lot from her friends.
No. I think we've all learned something here today.
All right. So, it's time for our last question. So, our final question is one for everybody, which is, will you free the creatures of magic, or will you claim this deck of power for ourselves? So, the other cool thing about Descended from the Queen games is it's just a yes or no question. And we just, but I'll go first because I flipped the card. I think Cammy would want to claim the magic because that's like her family is magic. Like, she doesn't want to potentially lose the ability to be magic, knowing that like her aunt stopped being magic and she doesn't want to be a banker. She wants to be magic. So
That's such a valid mood, Cammy.
I know.
I don't want to be a
You-
banker. I want to be
You
magic.
poor sweet bean.
Are those the only options, though?
Those are the only options.
That's it.
All right. No question.
Yep. All right. We'll go. All right, Sam.
I think Drew would free the creatures. Especially if, like, you know, as sort of we have our adventures and we learn more about the nature of, like, the magic in our world and the magician and the need for balance and stuff. I think they would feel like, you know, the logical and, you know, like, proper thing to do is to let these creatures sort of, you know, be free back into the world, to let that balance shake up, you know? Maybe other keepers need to catch them in the future or something like that. So I think they would take that sort of very practical approach. And they still got their brains, so I mean, you know, they're fine.
That makes sense.
They're fine.
They're fine.
Oh man. I think for Mika, it depends on if we caught them all. Because if we didn't bring all of the cards together, then are we really bringing balance back by releasing them? Like, I think like if our is our adventure actually over though? Is this really all of them? What if we missed one and then we throw everything off balance again?
Olivia has the same concerns.
Same page.
Yeah. You want to compare cards?
Yeah. Can we?
All right,
can we count, please?
So, saying we do have all of the cards
Okay.
for the sake of your argument, we have recaptured all of the creatures.
Okay. If we've collected all of them, I think it's the right thing to do. We've learned that sometimes the right thing to do isn't the easiest thing or the funnest thing, but it's the right.
I agree. I wouldn't want to keep anything with me that doesn't actually want to be there. I would let them go, but I would visit often.
Yeah, I like having magic, but I don't like doing bad stuff, so I guess we should let them go.
Cammy backflips away through a sonic ring.
Cammy just like, nope! Runs.
All right. And that was Keepers of the Cards. That's our game. By
That is so cute.
By the incredible Jammy, Sword Queen Games. Go follow them on Twitter at Temporal Hiccup, or check out their games. We've been linking it below. They write some of the most incredible games. So many great ones. So go check out their stuff. They're wonderful, and this game was so cute and wonderful. So we will go around in reverse order, starting with Eris and going backwards. Who are you? Where can we find you? What do you got going on? What's up?
Oh gosh, hi, I'm Eris Savad. I make stuff. I make accessories for everyone, travel, or just because you got stuff, you got to put it in something, right? You can find what I make at erisavad.com. You can follow me on Twitter to see all of the random things I do. Yes. Oh my gosh. By the way, that specific dice tray is the header on my website because I love it so much.
I snatched it up so quick.
Yeah, you did.
Trying to find. I have another one around.
Yeah.
I get compliments on my tray by you all the time, Eris. Or when I could go out to show it off.
I've got this amazing little D4 dice bag that I love for travel.
I will say they make great hats too, and you can wear those on stream. Just saying. It's an option.
Just saying.
You can find me Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at about 9 a.m. Eastern time on Nomadic's channel, where we are drinking coffee and waking up and goofing off. You never know what we're going to be talking about. It's a great time. And you can find me on Sundays at 4 p.m. Eastern time on Open for Adventures channel, where we are playing a 5th edition homebrew game. Yeah, it's so much fun. And I think that's all I'm doing right now.
That's a lot of stuff. All right. Speaking of doing a lot of cool stuff, Jess, what's up?
Hi, I'm Jess at go_JG and all the places on the Twitch and the Twitter and the Instagram, I guess. But that's just all cats, just so you know. Gonna be honest.
They're good boys.
They are very good boys. Jammy actually also, aside from making amazing games, there's actually a bundle on behalf of Jammy right now.
Yes.
If I post it in it's right there in the Zoom if you want to.
Cool.
I don't know if the link expired. I don't want to get in trouble.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, there's a bundle. I mean, go check out all of Jammy's games. They make a ton of amazing games. There is some of their games also in this bundle, and this bundle is in general. A whole bunch of creators came together to make this bundle to support them. So please do consider checking it out. You get amazing games and you get to support someone really, really amazing. So please do consider that. As for myself, my name is Jess, and on my channel we play a wide variety of video games and tabletop role-playing games. This Friday we are playing, I'm sorry, did you say Street Magic? Which is the actual name of the game.
Did you say Street Magic?
I'm sorry, did you say Street Magic?
Such a good name.
It's such a good name.
Such a good name.
The only other name that I love as much as that name is indie games have such great names, y'all.
Is it the treasure at the end of the dungeon?
The treasure at the end of the dungeon is escape from this dungeon. We shall never escape this dungeon. That is the name of it's an amazing surrealist dungeon. Anyways, we play lots of indie games on my channel. I love finding niche indie tabletop role-playing games, and we play them, so do come check that out. We often do that on Fridays, as well as we run Fiasco for the community, just to get up to nonsense, and it's pure chaotic hilarity. With this Saturday, we're starting a brand new Heart campaign, which if you know Spire, by Grant Howitt. Heart is by the same crew that did Spire, but it is a weird and wonderful sort of dungeon crawl-esque, where everything is odd. I think in our party we have a witch, we have a deep aperist, which is a person made out of beehives. All their organs have been replaced with bees.
I can just say that's you.
There.
It's me!
So you can just say
I'm sorry. I've been waiting to play a deep vaporist for like a year.
that class was
That's
written
so cool.
was written for you. The lore
It's-
is insanely good. It's so good.
But yeah, so we play a wide variety of video games and tabletop role-playing games over on my channel, so check it out. Twitch.tv, go_JG, just all the weird stuff we can find, we play it. And I thank you so much for having me on this channel. It was so much fun playing this game with y'all. I loved being magical kids, trying to catch fake creatures. It was so much fun, so thank you all so heckin' much.
Hey everyone, I am Sam. You can find me on Twitter at @TheSamWisest. I'm SamWise_GameG here on Twitch. I'm one of the admins here at the Chromatic Chimera. I'm our accessibility director and our casting manager. You can find me. I will be right back here tomorrow for one of our flagship campaigns, Agora's Bells. Tomorrow is our last night playing the system with 5e. Our next session, we're going to officially be switching away from D&D over to Fantasy Age, and I'm really excited for that. I've started rebuilding Blossom in the new system, and she's such a badass. So come and check that out. Tomorrow's session is going to be really good. Our GM has been sort of tormenting us with just like, oh, you're going to be so mad at me after this. So come and watch us yell at Chris live. Otherwise, right? Otherwise, on Friday, I'm going to be playing Dialect over at Journey to Make Believe. We had a rescheduling for what was supposed to be last week, so I'm going to be there this week. So come and check that out. I'm really excited. It's going to be a lot of fun. I think we have our backdrop picked, but I will wait to surprise everybody. So come and check that out. Yeah. And then otherwise, I think that's all that I have in the immediacy, because No Initiative is currently on break until August 10th, and Steam Spell, our other Wednesday game here at Chimera, is on break until the 12th. So be sure to check back for that. Real quick before I pass it to Megan, I do just want to say thank you to the sponsors for the Chromatic Chimera.
Do it, yes.
Haha, I'll do it for you then.
Go ahead.
I do want to give a really big thank you to Tabletop Loot. One of our sponsors. You can go there and enter the code SHIELDMOM, all in lowercase, and that'll give you 15% off of your purchase. We are also sponsored by the awesome people of Heartbeat Dice. So please check them out. You can go over there and enter code CHROMATIC for 10% off. And we're members of the Roll20 Spotlight program, so thank you so much to Roll20 for supporting us. You can see the gorgeous stuff you can do on Roll20 with this really handy card overlay, because it's really hard to play card games online unless there's like something meant for it, and this is really awesome and so helpful. So check them out, and I'll pass that over.
And the Roll20 version of For the Queen, which this is based on, is incredibly
beautiful.
Good. It's so amazing, like so good.
Can I just quick aside, I played Keeper of the Cards in a private game for someone about a month ago, and we did it with I had tarot cards. This is so much better. This is so much better.
I can send you a copy of it if you want, because I made it. Well, Jamie made all of the gorgeous graphics. I just tossed it into Roll20 to make it easier to use. And hello, hi, I'm Megan. This is my show. Thanks for hanging out. You can find me at most places on the internet at MeghanLynnFTW. Right now, I don't have much going on either, because like Sam said, No Initiative is on break until August 10th. We will be back with our Quest campaign starting on August 10th. We're all super excited about it. Other than that, next month's Unprepared is going to be on the 25th of August. We're going to be playing Beak, Feather, and Bone, or we are going to be playing the mermaid version of Beak, Feather, and Bone, Tail, Scale, and Bone, which is content made exclusively for me, which I'm very excited. I saw on Jess's channel, they played Beak, Feather, and Bone, and I fell in love with it and was like, I have to play this. And then when the mermaid version came out, I doubly had to play it. So you can come back here next month on the 25th for some mermaid world building action, which will be very exciting. I also write games, and you can find any of my games at MeghanLynnFTW.itch.io. And yeah, I think that's it. Thank you all so much for hanging out in the chat with us. Thank you to my amazing players and for everybody for their patience while we figured out the tech goblins, but everything worked out and we got to be fun magical kids on an adventure. So this was absolutely lovely. Until next time, I guess just play GM-less games and stay unprepared. Good night, everyone.